Happy Wednesday. What's cooking, Linwood?
What's up?
Hi, I am Tila Maxwell. I am your program director here at the Linwood Family YCA, and I have my good friend with me, Mr. Damiyahn Smith.
What's up?
So I'm super excited. We've been talking about this for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, this is, we were joking about it earlier, this is Ossette's kind of presence still in the building, because this was definitely her baby that we're now bringing to you live here at the Linwood Kitchen. So basically what we got going on today is we're going to get cooking. So What's Cooking is going to be our new Wednesday wellness cooking show that we're going to bring to you some local vendors, local businesses, and some great food from the plant-based side of things.
Yes.
Because we know people always question, well, how are you vegan? How are you vegan?
How are you vegan, and how are you athletic, or what do you even eat?
You don't eat meat? So we're about to bust all those myths for you in this series that we got started today. Now, as I said, take from Damiyahn. He is an MMA fighter. He has a show, or a quick plug, October 4th. He's got a show at Harris Casino. But he's like the walking billboard of vegan, how you can be vegan and still be strong and be athletic. You know, people don't believe me. I'm nobody, but Damien's.
What?
So I'm super excited again to have this. So this is going to be live on the Linwood's page every Wednesday. I do apologize, we were a little delayed with some technical difficulties, but I think we got it going.
It's all good. We're just working it. We're working it.
We're working through it. So we're coming to you every Wednesday. Next Wednesday will be a kind of an international welcoming week version. I'm going to bring Damien's cooking today, so I'm going to backtrack. Damien's going to be cooking his recipe today. The next week I'm going to be cooking for you some of my Jamaican inspired dishes that I cook at home. So for our welcoming week, so I'm excited for that.
I'm actually looking forward to that. When you were describing it earlier, I was like, you cooking what?
Yes.
How come you ain't cooking first?
You know, I got those island spirits in me, so I'm definitely excited to show you what I got going. And then from there, we just got a list of different people that we're going to be bringing to you, special guests. This is not a closed set, so if you want to come and join us on Wednesdays, you sure can. And you can try
some of the food
that we're cooking.
As we're cooking it.
So it's going to be awesome. So I want to stop and thank our sponsors today for the food. The Truman Mobile Market, they are our sponsors, so I'm graciously thank you. They're going to be sponsoring the series, so they're going to at least to get the fresh produce. So we're super excited about them coming aboard. The Linwood Y, they're here at the Linwood Y every Wednesday, 1:30 to 2:30. If you don't know what the mobile market is, it is a super reduced cost produce that's brought to different areas in the city. So their main focus is to try to bring it to those desert areas, food deserts where they don't have
easy access to the grocery store and to fresh produce.
So it's super cheap. Like, they have tomatoes on the vine out there today for like 25 cents. Ridiculously cheap. I think the jalapenos were maybe 20 cents. I don't even know.
Oh, wow.
Like, this
Okay.
Right, like super cheap. So if you have not had a chance to see the mobile market, come out and see the mobile market. If you, and a quick tip, if you bring your own bag, they will give you a coupon for a free fruit next time you come in. So, and then they have a gift, like not a gift card, but what's it? The punch card.
Punch card.
So, like, for every time you spend $5, you get a punch. Once you get 5 of those, you get $5 off. So, like, a win-win. You're getting all this cheap produce, and then you can stack up and then even get free produce. So it's amazing. So I'm gonna actually turn it over to you, because I know you want to get cooking. What's cooking, right?
All right. So
what's cooking in the kitchen?
Check it out. So a lot of times people ask me, what do you eat and how do you cook every day?
Right.
Tip number 1: don't cook every day. Yeah. What we do, especially as an athlete, I batch cook.
Yeah.
That means I cook a big pot of something and I can eat it for 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, okay.
Today's recipe is my vegan sweet potato chili. It's spicy, and I'll show you how to make it spicy, and the different options you can make it to be more on the mild side. But it can last an individual like 3 or 4 days, depending on how you eat it. It can last a family 2 days.
Okay.
And so it's something that's super, super simple. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you these ingredients. Let me see. So, like I said, we're working this out, right? This is what we got for ingredients.
All the ingredients. And I guess I'll be the Tila Black today, the vendor.
So,
I'll show you what we got.
What we have are sweet potatoes, of course. Oh, here, scoot on over.
Scoot on over.
Yes.
Okay. Thing. Sweet potatoes.
So we got sweet potatoes. We got raw spinach. We're gonna put spinach in our chili.
Spinach.
Yep.
Really good. Really fibrous.
And Very important. Onion. So the onion for this recipe, say it's optional, and I'll tell you why in a moment. We have garlic. Again, the garlic is optional. We can use garlic like the fresh cloves or the minced garlic. Either one of those are good. We have black beans, frijoles negros. Yeah, delicious stuff. And then we have our fire roasted tomatoes.
Yay!
All right. And I brought pre-mixed our seasoning, and this is how it's going to work out. Our seasoning all together, we have cinnamon, we have smoked sea salt, we have cayenne pepper, we have onion powder, which is why the fresh onion is optional. We have garlic powder. You can use both of. You can use all of it. Chipotle powder seasoning. A good place, and this is just a free plug for these people, but they are so great.
Yes.
Go down to the River Market, get yourself some of the fresh seasonings from Tika House. That's where I go to shop to get all of my seasoning, and there's just so much more flavor in that. Mm-hmm. And so when people think chili, they're thinking like a specific type of flavor, but we're going to expand that flavor profile with all of these different things.
Because chili really just means like a stew.
Yeah,
like
it's just a stew.
It's just a stew, so you can put whatever in there.
Stew and beans. Yeah, basically. All right. So what we got? First thing that you do is you dice up your tomato. Actually, this is the hardest part, right? You're going to dice up your sweet potatoes. And now you just show them because we got it ready. We got y'all.
TV magic.
What you do is you dice up your sweet potatoes, and I cook oil free, and so what I do is I get the sweet potatoes wet, and then I season them with the cinnamon, chipotle seasoning, onion powder, and sea salt. I get that mixed around, and I make sure that the seasoning is sticking to the sweet potatoes that are diced. I put that in the oven, preheat your oven. I like to, because we are doing oil free, then we have to go high heat, cook it quickly. Mm-hmm. So about 420 degrees, and you will bake it for about 15 to 20 minutes. It'll come out perfectly. Go ahead and taste one.
Okay. Ooh, I'm excited.
Now, if you get this far in the recipe and you're like, hey, this is a pretty good snack, hey, there you go. You got an extra meal.
That was good. All
right. Now, the easiest part of all of this is mixing like the stew part. Okay. So we're just gonna sit this aside. And let's take that off for you. Yeah. So the easy part. Okay. You're gonna get your pot. You can also use a crock pot or a pressure cooker. Mm-hmm. Either one of those are fine. Mix in your tomatoes. I go tomatoes first on the bottom. That way you don't sear your pot. Okay, or tomatoes. Yeah, all of it in there. All of it. Just get it in there. All right. Then on top of that, you got your black beans. Black beans. Real easy. At this point, this is where we start to make decisions on the spice profile. I like my food very spicy, so we'll take one jalapeno and we'll slice it up. Actually, go ahead and slice up half. Half, okay. Yeah. Slice up half. We'll slice it. We'll be nice. We'll slice it half. Okay. What are you doing? Are you gonna seed those? Don't seed them. Don't seed them. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Hey. All right. So I'm not seeding. Don't seed your jalapenos. Be authentic. Oh gosh, I'm a little scared now. Look, all right, you can seed them if that is your tolerance level. It's okay. All right. All right. Go ahead and just throw like 2 or 3 in there. Okay. You want to chop it up more? Yeah, no, that's fine. Just throw them in there. Just throw them in there. Okay. Yep. All right, throw them in there. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And you're just gonna let that simmer. Let it warm up, and then when you cook it, when it gets to a boil, turn it down to a simmer. Set it to a side. Then, when you're done, when that's done, you have your seasonings. Ha. So, this one is the one. Are we measuring? Are we eyeballing? That's the one with the cinnamon. So this one goes on the sweet potato. Yeah.
I want to put that in like oatmeal and everything.
All right. So she asked about measuring. I typically don't measure because I know what I like, and I will give you the measurements that I used for today. But explore. So I did forget one ingredient that we had on the list, and it is chili powder, and it's the chili powder from Tika House at actually it's called Yaya. It's a special chili blend that they do at Tika House down at the River Market. It's really good, delicious and savory, and it also brings out extra flavors.
Okay.
So I do 1 tablespoon of Yaya, and then everything else is basically half tablespoon. Half tablespoon of chipotle, half tablespoon of onion, half of garlic, a pinch of cayenne pepper. That cayenne comes out very strong, and then it also gets hit with the jalapenos, so you're gonna get extra spice. So for that, you have the option on whether or not you wanna go for it, or you just want a little bit of a kick, you know. So that goes in, and like I pre-mixed it, and then you're essentially done. You let it cook. When you're done, I have a pot already prepared for us here.
Are we gonna warm it up a little bit?
Sure.
It's pretty warm.
It is pretty warm. So you see how it looks? Now,
I can show you guys this.
This one does not have the jalapenos in it, so if you want to, go ahead and throw a couple jalapenos in there.
All right, we're gonna throw some jalapenos in here.
And then on top of that, we're gonna throw in our sweet potato. Gonna mix it up. Yeah, go ahead and get that warm, and I'll tell you why in a moment.
Okay.
So we're gonna get that going.
Oh, Lord.
It's okay. And then grab a handful of spinach.
Okay.
Throw it in there.
Handful of spinach.
Yep. The spinach you can put as little or as much as you want. And the heat is going to wilt them a little bit and get it all in there.
It's good.
And
it's nice and hearty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's so delicious. And so you essentially have a good balanced meal. You got your good fibers, your good vitamins and minerals, delicious flavor profile.
So you got your sweet with the cinnamon. Well, cinnamon's not really sweet, but it has that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It usually falls on the sweet profile, and then you got your savory, your spicy. So
yes.
Definitely hitting all of your taste buds. That's usually what food is about, especially when people are like, well, I can't, vegan food's bland. Well, chicken by itself is bland, but you have to season it. So when you use your seasoning right,
yeah.
you know, you're creating those flavor profiles and you're hitting all those taste buds. So you're definitely
and while this is warming up, I wanted to point out too, like a lot of times when people think of vegan food, they're thinking of the processed stuff. They're thinking, especially these days, the Impossible Burger, the Impossible Whopper, and all that stuff. I haven't.
I tried it.
I'm in the middle of camp, so I'm not eating burgers and stuff like that. And also, I'm still doing my oil free, so I'm not going to go to do fast foods right now. And I'm also limiting myself on some of the delicious food truck people that are out there. What's up, Maddie's?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, we gotta have them on.
Yes, they're gonna come on. Definitely, we gotta get. If anyone's watching that we have not reached out to you yet, please. Don't think that we didn't forget about you. We just, with the process of kind of, getting this started, we haven't made all of our connections yet. So if you are a local plant-based vegan vendor or have a vegan dish that you'd like to come share with us on live, please reach out to myself, Damiyahn. We will get you on the show. Most definitely.
Yeah, and you just shoot a message on Facebook, and we'll get you connected. The other thing is the flavor, right? People like it's not bland, but also I can take this same meal and I can go in multiple directions with the flavor profile. I can go and add and make it a little bit sweeter. You can make it spicier. You can make it more savory. And there are different things you can do with that. Just think about what types of foods, and we're right around the corner from autumn, from the fall season.
Yeah.
So this is like the perfect time to start exploring with that.
Yes. good.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I haven't had lunch because I was.
Okay.
I was prepared for the day.
She's all right.
Right, we about to grub.
All right. Well, it's done. So grab a bowl.
Okay, we can grab a bowl. Let's see what we got here.
There we go. Just don't. No, I don't need 3 of these.
Well, people are gonna come in.
Yeah.
They always talk about us, but then they want to eat our food.
So go ahead, get a scoop, and you tell me what you think.
Okay.
Are you a spicy person?
I'm not.
Savory,
I
you...
put that jalapeno down. I like spicy, but like some, I don't know if I can do right in there. And I just dropped my spoon. There's another one.
Gotcha.
Now. Look at that. Clean up your mess in your kitchen. See. And I'm not Kobe out here, so I was a cheerleader. I was not a sports player. That was not my life.
All right, you take a bite.
Okay.
You tell me you're honest.
Okay, I gotta get a little bit of everything here. I gotta get the beans, gotta get the spinach, tomato. All right, let's go.
Go for it.
Oh my god, this is so good. Like really,
so the sweet. It's not like a sugary sweet. It's sweet from the potato. But it's not like candy.
Right. But it still does its job. Especially when people have that sweet tooth. If you start eating more sweet profile vegetables or fruits
and vegetables,
then you'll get over that sweet tooth. You know, as soon as usually what happens with our mind has kind of associated certain cravings to certain items. So like when you think of oh god, my body needs maybe you need some sodium. So your first thing is okay, I need some chips. But you might could just you know what I mean. You could go and get you some almonds or something like that. That doesn't have to be
some coconut water.
Coconut water, yeah. So there's a lot of things that you have to change that disassociation in your mind of what you normally your go-tos.
Now, like I said, this is a chili. There are different ways you can eat this. I like to eat this over rice. I do steamed white rice. You can do brown rice.
Yeah, okay, so I know that's probably going to be a question. White rice. You know, in the health field, we're not supposed to eat white. You know, so what's your thought process on eating white rice?
That comes from the convention of carbs being bad. And carbs are not bad. Carbs are good. It's processed carbs. That are high calorie, low nutrient quality.
Right.
And then also you're not gonna eat 2 cups of rice with this. You know,
right.
Put a little bit of rice on the bottom and then just smother it with some chili.
Yeah.
You know, enjoy it. Then there's brown rice. You can do any of your grains, your quinoa, your amaranth, or anything like that.
Couscous.
Crackers.
Okay.
You can eat it with crackers.
Could you you use a white rice? Well, what's the myth or the difference on basmati rice or jasmine rice or those different types of rices?
Oh, basmati rice is delicious.
Okay.
I just like the way it smells and tastes.
Yeah, it has a nice fragrance to it.
Yeah. It's just I know that for brown rice there's more fiber.
Right.
With the white rice, the way that they handle it, they get rid of the husks and they give you just the pure rice grain. A little bit less fiber, but it's not something here's the thing. I'm a performance athlete, and so I need carbs. So things like rice and all those other grains we mentioned are really good for me. So I kind of, when people say oh, this is bad for you, it really depends on what your goals and your objectives are.
Okay.
It's good to have an idea of what your requirements are. So getting with a nutritionist, a dietitian, someone that can spell that out for you.
One here.
That's great. Someone that can help spell that out for you, and then you can know how much rice you can enjoy or how little rice that you can enjoy. And you notice this, like I said, this is a meal. She's chowing down. That's good.
Excuse me, y'all.
Oh man! So how do we dress this up? You could dress this up with some avocado.
Ooh, I was thinking that too.
You could do guacamole or anything like that. An interesting mix, and I'm gonna throw it out there.
Okay.
A dollop of hummus.
I I can see that
on top.
You know,
it brings the flavors together.
No, I got it. Okay, so Hope, I think it's called Hope. They have a brand that's it's a jalapeno or avocado hummus. Perfect.
There you go. Yes.
Right.
So
2 in 1.
So here is a very easy meal. There's nothing hard about the meal. The thing that takes about the longest will be dicing up your sweet potatoes and seasoning them and baking them. Takes the longest. Everything else, as soon as it's in the pot, just get it to a boil, simmer it down, dump everything together, and serve and enjoy.
This is good, and this is a lot of food.
It is.
So like y'all know, I got a giant in my house. So this
that dude is.
And yes, my kids eat vegan. It's not a surprise. They are not fully vegan. Full disclaimer: my kids are more plant-based than anything else. Mm-hmm. But I don't really bring meat into the house, so whatever I cook is what I cook, and the kids respect that, and the kids eat it. And they're not. They enjoy my food. They actually try to eat my food more than they eat their food. But you know.
Yeah.
You have to give your children those experiences, you know, to even try. But I will say I had a conversation with a mother last night, and she was like, "Oh, I can't get my daughter to eat peas or this and that." I said, "Well, what kind of vegetables does she like?" She was like, "Well, she likes broccoli." I said, "Well,
give her broccoli.
Just give her broccoli. Yeah. If she likes one vegetable, as long as it's not corn, you know, we don't want to get them all hyped up on corn all the time. But if they like a green vegetable, like broccoli,
yeah,
just give them broccoli. Don't give them the peas. You know,
they like to eat the trees.
That's fine, right? You know what I mean?
That's what broccoli was.
Right. My daughter, Gianni, eats the asparagus tops. She won't eat the stalks. She just eats the tops because they look like baby broccoli to her. So I don't fight with her about those things. I just eat the bottoms and she eats the tops.
And you know, the kids, they're gonna be a little picky, and that's okay. They're learning the different things, what they like. For us as adults, it's our responsibility to expose them to variety.
Yes.
You know, different types of fruit, different types of vegetable. And if there's something you see like, man, I don't know what that is, look it up, learn about it, buy it, cook it, find out if you like it or if you don't. If you don't like it, now you know you don't like it.
Right. Yeah.
And if you do like it, you've added something more to like the options that you have.
Yeah, I always hear adults are like, "I don't like that. Have you tried it?" No. I'm like, "No, you sound like a kid." Because that's a kid excuse. No, I don't like it. You ain't never tried it. We have to be the role models for our future. If we're not going to be experimental and try new things, becoming vegan for me was more being experimental and getting back in the kitchen because I'd stopped cooking. So for this, you know, I had to just change how my thought process on cooking and just exposing things.
And for me, what I learned starting out, like cooking was the big, I wouldn't say hurdle, but it was a challenge because, you know, I'm busy, I'm running around, I'm in multiple gyms throughout the day.
Right.
And photo shoots and video shoots. But what I learned is you don't have to cook every day.
Right.
You can cook.
Like the bulk you were saying.
You do your batch cooking. I typically, for our household, we pick a day, usually Sunday or Monday.
Yeah, I do Sunday in my house because I just come from the farmer's market, so I can usually get my prep done then.
Get all your, you know, we spent, and it takes like to cook meals for the whole week. It maybe take 2 hours.
Yeah.
And that's because we have an idea of what it is we're going to cook. And so, you know, as we continue to do the show, you'll learn like there are tips to this. You know, setting up a menu, learning what you like, what you don't like. How to do your shopping. That's a big one. A lot of people go to the grocery store with no plan.
Yeah, when you don't have a plan, then you fail and you grab a whole bunch of stuff. You ladies know, especially when you go to the store. Say Target, for example, Target. How many times have you gone to Target for one thing and then you see that sale rack and you just overspent? I've done it. So
see, and this is the argument we get into all the time. I go to the store. I'm like, what do we got? Before we get out, I'm like, what are we gonna get? I don't know. We just need stuff. I'm like, I'm not walking through this store without a plan. Because that happened one time and we ended up with so much stuff. I'm like, I mean, yeah, we need it, but do we need it today?
Do we need it today? Right. So coming strong with a plan, you know. Yeah. Another like just kind of tip with, you know, when you're trying out new things is find a recipe that you used to like.
Yes,
and
that's a good one.
And then try to dissect it backwards. You're not going to get it right the first time, and it's okay. If you do, even better. But it's a learning process, you know, especially if you're not a cooker. So they're calling me the front desk. But they have to wait. They're going to join us on live.
Yes.
Yeah. So just trying to figure out what you like. I had to dissect a lot of my recipes and like, man, I used to love like my mom's like Swedish meatballs or something like that, and trying to figure out how would I make this with the same type of flavor profile. Because it's all about the flavor profile. Now, I know I'm not going to be able to recreate the meatballs. Nowadays, they do have the Gardines and things like that.
Yeah, there are different options out there.
But, if you're someone that's trying not to do processed food, regardless of what kind of processed food is, meatballs, I don't care if they're regular or vegan, they're still a processed food. So if you're trying to reduce that, just figure out, okay, how do I make this flavor profile of the sauce and the texture of the meat and then the rice? Usually mushrooms are the go-to. Oyster mushrooms, too.
Expensive oyster mushrooms.
Oh my God, they are expensive. Usually, I have not seen them.
Shiitakes.
I have not seen them at the farmers market, but there used to be that guy that had them, and he was good. His were like $7. But if you guys want to go to the farmers market with us, hit us up. You can go to the farmers market with us too.
Yeah. So coming in the future, we're gonna do a feature on the mobile market, a feature on the farmers market, and just how to do all the shopping. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great, and we're gonna be right here with you.
Yeah.
We're gonna be eating it up.
So join us here every Wednesday. What's cooking, Linwood? We're going to show you what's going down on the plant side of town. Okay? So come and join us. You can join us in the kitchen. Join us on Facebook. Share this to anybody that you think this would help. Give us some love. This is our first. Don't be too hard on us. This is our first video.
You know what? We did good. We did great.
We did awesome.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
What?
Right. So, quick plugs. Well, get a shout out to Truman Mobile Markets for the food. Damiyahn has his fight on October 4th. Make sure you're checking the Linwood page because there's a lot of other events. We have our first annual golf tournament that's happening at the Harris Park. Damian's going to be there. He's going to sign autographs if you want. Yeah.
What? Yes.
I got him on live, right?
No, I have something for you all. I have postcards and all that stuff. So I'll be signing those. And then you guys will be coming and to see me fight in the main event.
Yes.
Friday, October 4th.
So
the Voodoo Lounge in Harris Casino.
Yeah, so you can come join us at the golf tournament on October 1st, and then you can swing on down to Harris, and you can see him knock somebody out. He's gonna slam him. Bam! I've seen that. But then next week, so join us for Welcoming Week from the 13th to 23rd here at the Linwood Y. Actually, at all the YMCA's across the nation. It's the National Day of Us, the Week of Us. So we're gonna be celebrating a lot of different things. We're gonna have Zumba, belly dancing. We're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna be cooking a Jamaican-inspired dish on the What's Cooking next week. So join us here. I'm super excited about this collaboration that we got going on. This because we are only going. We're going up.
And another big shout out to Asset Noir.
Yes, we love you. We miss you.
We talked about this before. We're making it happen. And what we can do, we can actually conference with her remotely. So we'll have to set that up.
Okay, we're gonna do that. Tell us that you're down. I know you're probably watching. Hopefully, she's not too much of a social media person, but if you are, I know you feel our vibes to you. So reach out to us. Again, thank you for joining us. Share this if you didn't have a chance to. We didn't have a chance to look at any comments or something like that, but we'll go back through and answer any questions that you may have about the recipe. Damiyahn, what's going on with Linwood. Just let us know what you guys think, and we'll get back to you. So,
all right.
Until next week.
Next week.
All right.
See y'all.
Bye.